So hey guys, we are here in Taipei. We just finished Computex 2013. This is the last day that I'm here. And so we want to do a little recap of what happened in our pre-show analysis. So we talked about AMD's comeback, AMD versus Intel. We talked about Firefox, tablets, and Thunderbolt, and of course Windows 8, so where it's going to be. So let's just start off with AMD versus Intel, their strive towards mobile chipsets. What did we see here at Computex?
Yeah, so both companies in their keynotes wanted to showcase their mobile offerings. For AMD, that's the APU. They want to make their APU available on the PC platforms, as we found out now on the gaming consoles, and also in mobile platforms rather. Yeah. For Intel, Haswell, which was the highlight of their keynotes on Tuesday at the start of the show, it was how Haswell can work on mobile platforms. Haswell, as per they claim, has a very low power draw. It has a very low heat pattern, and it'll be perfect for tablets and mobile platforms. So both companies are pushing for mobile things. Arguably, Haswell is an APU by any other name. It's an SoC. It's taking cues from AMD, which is fun to see because for a while it was the opposite. Intel would set the conversation for mobile chips. AMD would follow up with that.
Yeah. Continuing on with AMD's comeback, I mean, they really, they were almost in bankruptcy state a year ago.
That's right, yeah.
So now that AMD's really shown us that they're very aggressive in the gaming market, in the gaming world, again, pushing towards the APU, and APU is being integrated not just on mobile machines, but also on the desktops. So that was actually quite fun to see. Now, speaking about Windows 8, where was Windows 8?
Well, Windows 8 premiered in 2011 on Computex. Windows RT, so that's Windows 8 on ARM platforms, was supposed to be Microsoft's saving grace. That was going to put the Windows ecosystem on the growing mobile platforms, so Windows on tablets, Windows on smartphones, so on and so forth. However, the problem is, it wasn't at Computex.
Yeah.
Aside from the Microsoft booth on the third floor of one of the show halls, there weren't any Windows RT platforms at the show. There was Windows 8 platforms, but they were on x86, not RT. RT wasn't at the show, it was a no-show.
So moving on, Thunderbolt. We've followed up with Thunderbolt with Intel. Also went up to talk to USB guys. So where is Thunderbolt?
Well, Thunderbolt came out on the PC platform last year at Computex, so it's been a year since it first came out. In that time, they've announced its follow-up, 2.0. It still is the fastest connectivity platform out there. It's designed for high-end stuff, so high-end computers, high-end devices like cameras, disk drives, and also 4K monitors. The problem is, though, it's not making the splash on the PC platform. We didn't see that many Mobos with Thunderbolt on it. It's a niche platform. Intel says they like it that way. They want to have that high-end, high-margin, premium side of the market. The problem is, though, USB can easily scale up and try and conquer that. They can easily create USB 3.5 or 4.0, which has the compatibility of prior USB devices and that market share, and take on Thunderbolt's high-speed, high-margin, high-powered niche.
Now moving on, Firefox tablet. So we mentioned that in our pre-show analysis. We were excited to see it. We were hoping to see it. Was Firefox also a no-show, like Windows 8?
Maybe. Firefox was supposed to debut a tablet at Computex this year with Han Hai, a ODM from China. But we couldn't find a keynote for that on the show schedule. We looked and we looked, we couldn't find anything. Eventually, we saw a guy with a Mozilla bag, and I asked him, is there going to be a keynote and launch of a Firefox tablet at Computex? He didn't give me a straight answer. He said, perhaps, maybe, I'll let you know, and gave me his business card. But aside from that chance encounter, I could not find a Firefox tablet on the show floor.
And now let's transition to some of the cool things that we saw on the showground. Well, starting off with some of the cases. So Inwin had amazing, really interesting and unique cases on the showground. Like the Tau, the mirror case, got a lot of views, got a lot of comments about it. Everybody's excited, but the problem is it's $700, right? So, but then again, you're thinking that a lot of people are spending $5,000, $10,000 on their hardware, right? So spending $1,000 on a graphics card. then why not spend $700 on the case, right? Something that will house all your expensive components. Of course, it's to each their own, but it was a cool thing to see. Lee & Lee has a lot of new cases coming out, all aluminum, and we also visited their factory, so that was a quite cool thing to see, first-hand experience on how and where the cases are made. The Rosewell Rise was a really cool product. Again, it's giving us the full tower capability in a mid-tower package. And also Corsair. Corsair is known for their cases, so it was awesome to speak to George about their Air 540 and their new 330R. Again, really cool things from Corsair. Also, another cool thing that we noticed in the show was that companies are expanding into foreign territories. So Beat Phoenix, a case company manufacturing headphones. So where did that come from? Now, G-Skill, a memory company, expanding into headphones. And it actually seemed like it was a memory company when you're looking towards expansion in the gaming market and starting with the headset, it was actually, I think it's a pretty bad idea because they were very bulky, uncomfortable, very poor audio quality. Now, across the floor, we also came up with some knockoff, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah, we saw a few companies from the mainland. They were what's called ODM, Original Device Manufacturers. And they had one computer in particular that looked a lot like a certain Mac computer. I believe the new iMac.
Yeah.
As you can see here. That is an iMac, is it not?
Yeah.
But it ran Windows. I mean, it looked a lot like an iMac.
Yeah.
It had the same sort of design and form factor as an iMac, but it wasn't. It was a cheap knockoff. We looked at the build quality. It was terrible. You could see glue from hot glue gun or something on it.
Yeah.
It looked like garbage. It was probably full of cancer-causing chemicals.
Yeah. Now also, we got a lot of comments from our viewers when we spoke with Rosewell, because the Rosewell representative, their global VP, was there, just happened to be there when we were interviewing some of the guys with the cases. So we wanted to shoot a video with him, and his enthusiasm and his really aggressiveness. It
was infectious, but it was also a great case of marketing BS. I'll give the guy props for his enthusiasm and his power, but is Rosewell going to conquer the world? Will we all scream Rosewell when we game? I don't think so.
No.
Speaking of loud and boisterous people, here is a clip reel of Boothbabe shows we saw at Computex. Take a look.
So now you guys saw some of the Boothbabes, but we also want to share a day in the life of HardwareCanucks covering the event. Well, that is for Computex 2013, guys. It's been a really fun show. Sam has been an excellent colleague and cameraman here. It was awesome to meet you, man. We hope you guys enjoyed our coverage. Stay tuned for more videos, and next time you see me, or more hear me, I'll be behind the camera making more review videos for you guys. Please, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the channel.